My name is William Andersen. I am a project manager here with Northern Clearing. I have been here for just under 2 years. And what inspired me to join Northern Clearing would be I was looking for work after graduating college along with the line of work that I was getting a degree in, and Northern Clearing was on Indeed, and I haven't looked back since. Other jobs I did before joining Northern Clearing included being a chef, working as a plastic machine operator, window washing, and then a forklift operator at a beer distributor. And I was just going to college in between all those jobs, and then finally got to here, which aligns with my degree. Right before I got to Northern Clearing, I was just graduating school. I just graduated. 2 days later, hopped online trying to find a job, and they were asking. Peyton called me a date the next morning after me staying up all night applying, and kind of just all rolled and happened. How my role has evolved since joining the team in Northern Clearing is I went from being an assistant to the project manager of the project I'm on right now to being the sole project manager. This project is a power line project replacing power line poles from World War II era to make them more modern to the tall steel structures you'll see around. And what we do is we build the access roads and the structure pads that uses to rebuild these poles. We're also in charge of the restoration process once everything's wrapped up. We're the first ones in and the first ones out in a sense. It's a lot like northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota, central Minnesota, northern Minnesota. Flat land, cornfields, some forests, but not a lot of terrain, not a lot of uphill terrain. What I enjoy most about my job is how much I've gotten to grow and learn from day one. Every day I'm learning more about the industry, leadership, and about myself, and learning how to self-improve every day. One success story that stands out is one that I went through recently in my professional career. We experienced a leadership change with a new superintendent stepping into the role with limited experience, while I simultaneously took on the responsibility of the sole acting project manager, also new to the position. Despite these obstacles, I navigated through the transitions, adapted to the demands of the role, and helped keep the project on track. Today, the project continues to operate successfully, a testament to resilience, adaptability, and effective problem solving. One of the biggest challenges I faced in my career was stepping into the role of sole acting project manager while still being semi-green to the position. At the same time, our project went through a leadership change with the superintendent who was also new to the role. It was a tough situation, there was a lot of uncertainty, and we both had to figure out things as we went. To get through it, I focused on clear communication, problem solving, and learning as much as I could from my experienced colleagues or reaching out to those I know. I stayed organized, adapted to constant changes, and made sure our team stayed on the same page. It wasn't always easy, but by staying proactive and pushing through challenges, I helped keep the project moving forward. Looking back, it was a huge learning experience that made me a stronger leader and gave me the confidence to handle high-pressure situations. I think the most important skill for a project manager, at least in my position, is adaptability. No matter how much you plan, things will change, whether it's leadership shifts, unexpected project challenges, or industry developments with schedule changes. Being able to adjust, problem solve, and keep moving forward is what separates those who struggle from those who succeed. The biggest challenge working on the road is being away from friends, family, or relationships in general. It's hard to maintain those relationships as well as making sure you're on top of your work. And then with my type of project, it's been a long-term one, so getting home is really only on holidays and stuff, and that's definitely a challenge, but in the end, the hard work is worth it. So, like for me personally, I brought the girlfriend on the road and the dog now, and that makes life a lot easier. Coming home to them, she found a job at the school, we make it work. And now engaged and gonna get married this December. So, I describe Northern Clearing's work environment as fast-paced, team-oriented, and hands-on. Every day brings new challenges, and adaptability is key to keeping projects on track. It's a place where hard work is expected, but also where you have opportunities to learn and grow. You should consider joining Northern Clearing to do meaningful work and be part of a strong team. It's more than just a job. You get to work on important projects, take on challenges, and grow your skills. Northern Clearing values hard work, teamwork, and adaptability, giving you a chance to make a real impact while building a solid career. You can come into Northern Clearing with no idea what's in front of you, but the people around you will guide you and give you the tools needed to succeed. You just have to put in the hard work, and it'll repay you immensely. I can tell you from the first day when I started Northern Clearing, I never thought this is where I'd be now. As from me being an assistant to my old project manager, he taught me everything. He took the time and taught me a lot. I just had to step up. But like I said, for me, hopping in, packing my S10 and hauling ass to New York to Now I never could have told you this is what I'd be doing, where I'd be at. Every day causes a lot of panic, but also a lot of pride. So my old superintendent, he took a new position, and then his assistant, he stepped up, he took it over. He was assistant, but he's never been like a superintendent on a project. So it was interesting. We matched really well, me and my super. That's probably the best part. And I should talk about that, I guess, a little bit. Me and him being a team always helps us get through everything. Yeah, we'll butt heads, but it's never anything we can't shake our hands right after over, you know. My crew, at the end of the day, you know the guy next to you is going to be pulling for you, as well as you're going to be pulling for them. It's we all realize that none of this can get done without each other, and I think that's what also makes it worth it. But the core crew we got, with the leadership I have there, they're people from different backgrounds that their minds all coming together helps us get the project done.